Well, you never take it for granted when you get into a situation that I'm in now. You never say, boy, this is so much better, because the work's never done. The thing I am very lucky about now is before there wasn't a lot of competition. So you're artificially trying to create it, and that's hard with 18 to 22-year-olds. I think the best thing now is there's competition across the board at each and every position, because the one thing I tell guys is, hey, I'm going to play you at a position. I want you to get comfortable. I want you to master that position. But if you're a left tackle, and somebody else goes down and you're our next best player, I'm going to find a way to make that work to get our 5 best on the field. I owe that to Coach Franklin and Coach Ronnie in this football program. So those guys understand it. So you may be the backup left tackle, but you're not just competing against the starting left tackle. You're competing against the backup right guard and the starting right guard and the starting left guard and the starting right tackle, because if you're one of those best 5, those pieces can get moved around to make sure that we're giving ourselves the best chance to be successful up front each and every week. So those guys know that. They know that's how I've been my whole career, and they understand that, and they respond accordingly. I don't ever have guys come in and say, hey, I feel like I'm getting screwed or what have you, because they know if they're playing well enough, I'll make it work and get them in there when they deserve it.
Are you amazed, by the way, like when you look at tackles, and you talked about this with T. Frank's question, at the way the body type of a tackle has changed, over time, when you look at how, tall, athletic, and thin and trim these guys are now compared to what?
Yeah, and I think it has a lot to do with with a lot of factors. I think one of the big things is these guys are training so much earlier. They're starting their training in junior high. So these kids that you had that weren't particularly, maybe they may have been athletic, but they were overweight and you couldn't really tell. Long before they kind of get on our radar, they're starting to train. So now when I see guys they're a lot more, I don't want to say game ready, but they're a lot more college ready in high school, because they're no longer the kid you look at and say, boy, he's a little bit slow of foot, but I think if he lost some weight, he'd be able to do it. They've already found a way to lose that weight, and they've been doing the box jumps and the ladders for 5, 6, 7 years. My son's in junior high, and he goes to a place here in town, and I love him. He's a terrible football player, but he loves doing it, and he's an 8th grader. So they're doing this. So these bigger kids aren't big sloppy kids that you got to kind of go, can we do something with him? Can we pare him down and him be a contributor his junior, senior year? They're coming in more game ready than ever, and I think it has to do with all that training they're getting earlier and earlier.
We heard so much last year about the need to have kind of a nastiness consistently up front.
Yep.
Have you sensed a difference with that this camp?
Absolutely. It's changing every day. I think the competition is a big part of that. Those guys, we talk every day about our mindset. And one of the things is being physically dominant and being relentless finishers and having great offensive line pride, O-line pride. And every day I reinforce that. And every day you see somebody take another step further. The guys that were kind of good football players that maybe didn't have that, they're kind of getting pushed by the young guys who have come in and do have that kind of that dog attribute to them. So I love where we're at that part of it. It's still got to get better, but I'm definitely seeing progress every day.